Welcome to the finals of CSGO Asian World Championship. It's the day where LejenTerry and Matrix Gaming goes head to head in the battle that will prove to be epic. Nowadays, we keep on seeing eSports pop up in social media. Esports has raised a lot of controversy and also a lot of debates.
What most people think about sports is using large muscle movement like shooting a basketball to hoop or dunking a basketball or tackling somebody in football. So those are all activities involving large muscle groups. Some people might not think that esports is a sport because family involvement, fine motor movements. However, when you're thinking about archery, the release of the bow and especially target shooting when you pull the trigger, both those activities are in Olympic sports. Very similar movements are used.
Nowadays, more than ever, it takes an athlete to compete in esports. We use the motor cortex in the same way in traditional sports and esports. You have a visual stimuli that is processed by the brain as a pattern that you have to learn through hours and hours of vigorous training, and then you will have an automatic reflex based on what you understand from that, and you have to just instantly do it as fast as possible, which is fine motor movement. The only way to code these types of neural changes is through volume and intensity. You have to train more and you have to train harder. There is no other way around it.
One of the most widely known esports is the Counter-Strike Global Offensive, also known as CSGO.
Back in the day, two college kids decided to take Half-Life and make Counter-Strike, which is a modification that you can download. Concept of terrorists against counter-terrorists in the multiplayer quickly caught on after 6 months of the first release, as the number of players increased by 8,000 in the first 2 weeks, followed by 12,000 next week, and by a month they had already had 16,000 players. This spiked the interest of Valve Corporation, which later made a deal with the owners and creators of Counter-Strike when it was at Beta 5 version.
This agreement paved the way for the release of Steam, Counter-Strike 1.6, Counter-Strike Source, and finally in 2012, Counter-Strike Global Offensive (CSGO), which is the latest Counter-Strike game that requires CPU Intel Core 2 Duo or AMD Phenom X3 and 2GB RAM with Windows XP and above. It also requires disk space of about 8GB or more.
When you look at these players playing for hundreds of thousands of dollars at those competitions, I think about how much skill and sacrifices involved for them to play at this level. Judging by this graph of the revenue that esports have racked up, it is expected for esports to double their revenue as of 2017. Although it may not rack up to the revenue as the MLB, NBA or the NFL, but none of them are expected to double their revenue in the next 2 years. For what it seems, esports have only upwards to go from now on.
you have it guys, the winner of the 2018 CSGO Asian World Championship, LejenTerry!